Hey, Jayborino here. Welcome back to Life of a Marine, a custom campaign for StarCraft 1. It's been over 2 weeks since I've played anything before going to PAX, and played basically nothing but Zelda Breath of the Wild since then. So let's get back into some RTS. Gotta get back into the groove. This might go really poorly for me, but let's see. Chapter 6, An Abandoned Base is a Forgotten Grave. Shadow's Grave. We did recruit Shepard last time. Okay, I set the charges. Stand back, guys. Now remember, our mission is to collect as much data from the installation here as possible, then set the charges and get the hell out of here, all without being torn to shreds by the Zerg. I haven't had a nice Zerg hunt in a long while. Here I go. Have we vetted this guy? Is he legit? I mean, I guess he was renowned enough for us to go and recruit him off of that platform. Guys, I believe I just walked right into the middle of a bunch of burrowed Zerglings. Please help. Best mercenary for hire in this system. Ha! Yeah. Listen, someone tossed me a grenade. Pin in. Catch. Alright, let's do it. Caught it. Okay, guys, take cover. Wouldn't it have been hilarious if he just died immediately at the beginning of this mission? We just spent like almost 2 hours last mission recruiting him. So now that we've killed off their first line of defense and probably alerted all the rest of the Zerg in here to our presence, mind telling me just what it is your buddy Vertigo did here? Well, that's what we're here to find out for the most part. What I do know from what he told me was that the site was one of the first Confederate weapons testing sites to work with Zerg, and that he was part of the research. Shepard, your main task is to hack into encrypted data logs and transmission files and find out just what happened here, while we provide cover fire and distractions. Good old Craig's here, no medics though. Is this the first mission without medics? And why, pray tell, does the Dominion particularly need this information if Daddy Mensk is so adamant against consorting with alien powers? Ooh! Got him, Shepard. Because these genetically manipulated Zerg are on the loose, and we want to know what we're up against. We've already had to kill a couple, and let me tell you, they don't bleed too easily. This was definitely before Mass Effect, right? BioWare definitely stole Shepard from Life of a Marine. I think we can all agree for sure. Have Shepard hack into computer consoles, spread throughout the installation. Sherall, Skillen, and probably, what's his name? Shepard have to survive. Okay, gotta be a little careful with Craig because we don't have any medics, so our range units are gonna do a lot of work here. Shepard better be flipping good. Let's go ahead and throw down a fatty save right now, just because I don't know if I want to be cloaking with him or just going, just getting this over with and pushing through. Again, I don't want to be careless because again we have no way to heal, so I think Craig is gonna be taking a lot of damage over time here, with no way to heal him. Unless we find units in this installation. A bunch of dead stuff down there. I'm probably going to avoid that for now. Unless this is locked. Door is locked! What do you know? That was a pretty crazy prediction right there. I suppose typically if there's 2 ways to go in these installations, one might be a dead end, or one way is locked. I don't know. Anyway, let's hesitantly walk down here and not get murdered. Yep. Really? Okay, I was gonna say one Zergling killed all these fellas. That's crazy. Gotta be on the lookout for infested Terrans, which would really suck considering Craig is here and he is meant to be in the front. I don't want him leading, honestly. I want him moving forward. I want my ranged units doing as much damage as possible before he has to take any damage. All right, hop on there, Shepard. The system hasn't been used for about a year, so the security systems aren't as up to date as most installations. It should be fairly easy to hack into and retrieve data. Ah, here we go. I found a log from one of the scientists. Playing now. Alright, what you got for us? Progress log entry number 1. The team for the Confederate Xenomorphic Research Center has been finalized, and we're all settled in. However, we're in need of more test subjects. We currently have 1 dead xenomorph, and we've pretty much done all we can with in the autopsy. From our findings, we theorize that these creatures couldn't possibly think or act on their own volition and have some sort of collective hive mind. They're excellent predators, however, and if we can find a way to control live xenomorphs, we could have a new weapon in our hands. Please advise Cerberus Corps if more xenomorphs are found to sedate them rather than kill them. That's a neat little callback to the Precursor, where Cerberus was the Firebat Goliath folks. Alright, looks like we're in business. See if you can unlock that door in the entrance hall. Yes, I can. There, unlocked. Wait, there's more. What's this do? What? Why? All right, Shepard is has shown himself to be mildly incompetent so far. Don't just be hitting buttons, dude. We're in a facility where everything is hostile to us. Okay, let's head on up here, back through the door. We'll see if this is one of the original StarCraft 1 maps, or original StarCraft maps, micro maps, where we do a lot of backtracking, but none of the enemies respawn, so it's just long stretches of time as we slowly walk through. You know, some people have been commenting on the video speed, and I completely agree. Not video speed, but the game speed. And I completely agree, and honestly, if you feel that the game speed is really annoying, and I mildly do too, you can always speed the videos up to 1.5 speed or 1.25 speed. I'll probably sound hilarious, like a weirdo, but you know, you could do that, and it should fix some of the... Oh, Zergling, enhanced Zergling. Okay, well, here's another beacon. I take it those are your enhanced Zerg, eh?
I'm here.
Yes? I mean, I guess these guys wouldn't know. Okay, first things first. Let's make this place a little less secure. Disabling this sector's security system. Ah, now, here we go. Here's another one of the progress logs. Progress log entry number 12. We've captured and sedated 122 xenomorphs. Most of them will prove useless to our main experiments, as they lack any form of brain beyond the medulla oblongata, and seem to be simply mindless automatons following orders from a more intelligent, undiscovered strain. However, there seems to be at least a few exceptions in every strain of xenomorph we've obtained, and these test subjects will have the most attention paid to. We lack the budget to maintain all 122 xenomorphs, so we'll have to terminate most of them unless you can find another lab that has purposes for the most unintelligent variety. Is that supposed to be the Jacobs installation, maybe? I mean, 122. I don't know. Probably not. All right, unlock the door, buddy. Is there going to be more? I guess the goal is just to get to all of the logs. Anyway, we turned off all the turrets, and those were doing a lot of damage to us, so this is good. Those enhanced Zerglings also did a lot of damage. I am concerned for my heroes. I'm really going to assume there's going to be a point here where we can heal. Unless randomly this map is just way harder out of the blue. And it may be. All right, let's check here first, and then we'll go and check the other door. All right, it's not locked. My goal is always to try to figure out, all right, which way is supposed to be the dead end? Find the dead ends first. Or rather, find the halls with the most combat so we can backtrack and find the inevitable healing beacon or something, you know? That's what I'd like to do first. This looks... I might want to backtrack here. Again, my goal is really just to find... Craig, why don't you back up? Goal is to find some way to heal. Okay, well, we're taking the most inefficient routes possible, it seems like. I'm wondering if this is going to link up to the door up here. And it might. This is a pretty large location. All right, here's a beacon. Medical... Ah, okay, well, there is a medical bay. We have to open it. So let's... Well, I don't know. We could come over here or go down this way. I think either way, it's a crapshoot, right? So we should just decide. You know, for the longest time before I understood the dice game craps in terms of gambling, I thought the term crapshoot just meant it's bad because, you know, crap, like poop. But that's indeed not what that means. It means it's total random chance. You learn something new every day. I mean, this was a long time ago I learned this, but I'm just talking about how stupid I was. Inexperienced is a better way to put that. Okay, I can't unlock this door from here, but I can unlock that door we ran into a little ways back. Oh, and here's another log. Progress log entry number 19. We're unable to find any means of communicating with the intelligent test subjects, despite our efforts. My colleagues and I think that we were able to obtain a psychic from the Covert Operations Department. We may have more success in communicating with the test subjects. Paperwork is being prepared as I speak, and we've been preparing a process to expedite the communication between the psychic and the test subjects. That was definitely Vertigo. I assume this is supposed to be Vertigo, so we might learn something about him here. In an autopsy of one of the xenomorphs, we discovered an enzyme that seems to act as a virus. It is more ambivalent in nature. Tested on samples of human blood, it seems to enhance the strength and health of the infected cells. We believe that, if toned down and given in extreme minute doses, it could aid the psychic in communication with the xenomorphs. Don't do that. Say what? Do I even want to listen to the rest of these? So the implication is that Vertigo was infested the whole time? Or like against his will, the Confederacy infested him. I assume he meant this door is open. Alternatively, this might have been locked. I just never tried it. Yeah, we did all this, right? Let's check the medical bay first. We might have to do a lot of backtracking to the medical bay. I'll try to keep it as less frequent as possible, as infrequently as possible. Yeah, so that was not the door. Let's Let's head on up here. I assume this is the door he unlocked. I say Metroidvania in a way, like, we're not getting items. Obviously, it's StarCraft 1. We're pretty limited, but we do have to go to one place, hit a beacon, backtrack to go to a door that is now unlocked. The general concept is there of a Metroidvania, where we have to progress a little bit, find an item so we can backtrack and get to another area. Except it's a beacon and not an item, which means it's about 10 times less fun. So, I guess Vertigo was infested. Again, that seemed like the implication. This is the only way we can go right now, and hopefully there aren't any more of those crazy enhanced Zerglings before we can unlock the medical bay, because Craig and Shepard are hurting a little bit. Let's head in here. All right, nothing here, but I assume this should open the medical bay, or at least the other door that's beyond the medical bay that was still locked. Okay, unlock the door to that hallway and also one to the medical bay, which I think we'd all appreciate using. Perfect. How about a progress log? Nope, no log here. Wait, found one. Progress log entry number 25. We're running low on our stockpiles of food and would like the following delivered. 140,000 rehydratable chickens, 72 tons of reconstituted sausage pate, 15,720 jars of ground cabbage paste, 4,691 irradiated haggis, and 10 jars of petroleum jelly for Colonel Wellington. 10 jars? That's absurd. So that's more than any one person could possibly use. Well, that was useful. Hey man, petroleum jelly is a very educational topic.
Yes, Captain.
Okay, so the whole point here was just to unlock the doors. Nothing useful in the logs. Ooh, what are we gonna learn about Vertigo? Here's a jacking off joke. Hilarious. Okay, well, hopefully this medbay isn't just single use. In fact, no. I actually hope that it's single use. I hope that there's multiple medbays spread throughout this mission so that we don't have to backtrack. That we come in, there's 3 beacons, and each one can be used once. We heal up all our heroes, we move to the next section, there's another medbay that we have to unlock. That would be great level design. I have no hopes for that, and I assume we're going to be backtracking at least 5 to 6 times to this medbay, and I'm going to have to make a bunch of video cuts because it's just going to be boring as all hell. But who knows? I could be proven wrong. This could be incredible. I've liked this campaign so far. The level design, honestly, is not that inspiring to me, but the story is very interesting. Now remember, these recharge pads are old and senile, and despite their name, don't recharge after you use them. Plus, they'll give you healing even if you don't need it, so let's not waste them, eh? So they are one-time use. Okay. I think I'm about to be proven wrong. Ha! This is great. So there's only 3, right? Oh, and there's another door in here, too. So let's heal up these fellas. Nice. So white means that they've been used. I'm not going to heal up Jack Sherall. I'll send him back when necessary. Door is locked, so we'll come back this way later. I think I'm completely going to be proven wrong. There's going to be more healing beacons throughout the complex. Ha! Well done. I don't remember the name of the person who created this. Apologies. Again, I've taken a long break. I recorded 2 weeks worth of videos before going to PAX because I was gone that entire weekend. I do all my recording on the weekends because I'm quite busy on the weekdays with work and all. So I relax on Saturdays. I do my recordings on Saturday, Sunday. And I was gone because of PAX. And then Zelda the weekend before that, and then this whole week after getting back from PAX. Just incredible. So I've been doing pretty much that, so getting back into that StarCraft mindset. I still love StarCraft, of course. Not saying anything about that. Okay, I see there's more burrowed here. Let Craig handle the back of that. Perfect. Really, the only reason we took a lot of damage earlier was because of those enhanced Zerglings, so I'm less concerned about those. Do have to be especially careful about infested Terrans.
Yes, Captain. I'll take care of it.
Okay, I saw a Hydralisk up there. I'd rather not have to deal with the stuff on the high ground right now. Don't be locked. Good.
You got it.
Those are super Hydralisks. I think this is worth stimming my heroes for. These are basically hunter-killers, I think. They're just renamed. I saw 120 health, which is like a hunter-killer. That Hydralisk was the one that chased us all the way from the high ground, it looked like, because he was stuck on the door. Okay, might be backtracking here fairly soon to heal up one of my heroes. I think Craig is going to be the priority just because Craig is awesome and he's also the one who's persistently in the front because he's melee. Or, oh, well, he's not quite melee. He's pretty much melee. Firebats do have a range of 1, I believe. But they do that splash damage and it may as well be melee. Okay, let's get going. Granted, Jack Sherall's been taking a lot of damage too. Was there another way I could have gone? I don't know. I was talking about packs.
Your forces are under
Okay, well
attack.
let's not die here. Oh, okay. Well, I also want to make sure I turn off the turrets. All right, so let's save here. We do still have a healing beacon. So I could backtrack all that way, which I might do off camera. Let's see, we came through here. Killed the super hydralis, came through up here. So the only thing is to unlock this door, which I bet we're going to be backtracking for pretty soon. I don't know how soon, but probably pretty soon. I think my heroes are fine, but if we do see any of the purple Zerg, we're going to want to be leading with Shepard, who has the most health. Let's try this. Here's a beacon. Probably going to unlock some door from the backtracking.
I'll take care of it.
Progress log entry number 32. Test subjects 24 and 92 have escaped. Their whereabouts unknown. We've searched the entire lab thoroughly. They're not here. Please be advised and warned. They have extensive genetic enhancement and will exhibit displays of speed, strength, constitution, and intelligence much higher than normal. If possible, upon discovery, disable them or return them to the lab alive. A lot of money and time has been invested in them, and to lose them now would be a major setback. Or just murder them. They're giant insects. Hey, do you think we can bring up images of those test subjects? Yeah, here we go. Test subject 24 is a Hydralisk and 92 is a Zergling. Sounds like the guys we ran into before. Well, don't think we'll have to worry about them anymore. Now to get the door open. Didn't do it. Okay, second try, and nothing. Having a little trouble. You could say that. Damn it! Open, you stupid door! Open! Maybe we should try knocking. Aha! Yes! It opens! Okay, get Craig in the front. Yay! It sucks! God, Craig. Craig is the best. He's the best. Okay, we're probably going to want to be using that healing beacon here on Jack here fairly soon. Let's see what's through here. We might be coming upon some more healing beacons pretty soon as well. There was another door further back that I could go check. I've also just gotten lucky with the paths that I've been choosing, because they've typically been locked, and then I'll find a beacon that unlocks them later. This also might just be more... This may also just be more healing beacons. I'm not sure. Okay, let's back these guys out. Okay, come on. I dislike this. I dislike everything about this. I want to try to kill these before backtrack. I'm trying to min-max the usage of the health beacons. Let's save, though, because my two heroes are quite low. Let's give this a shot. I'm glad I left a healing beacon further back, just because I know that we have to go back there anyway. There was a locked door, so we're probably going to be backtracking. Oh my god. Oh, get out of there. Okay, turn and fight. Again, let Shepard tank some damage here. And if we find a room that's 3 healing beacons, then we'll use all of them. There's 3 ways to go, and there was another path up here that I did not search, which might be a healing beacon. I don't know. Let's clear out this room. Shepard's in the front, which is good. That's what needs to happen. So let's clear out this room, and then we're going to backtrack. Back up, Craig. Back up, Jack. Okay, let's hit this and see what this unlocks. Progress log entry number 46. We have, after a long and drawn-out series of paperwork, obtained a ghost for our purposes. In preliminary tests, he was unable to communicate with test subjects at even the most basic level, except for test subject 82, who seems to understand but not follow commands. Our stockpile of psionic-enhancing drugs are running low, and the shipment is 2 days behind. We need them as soon as possible if we don't want to lose the progress we've gained thus far. Genetic manipulations are almost ready for testing on the ghost. Requesting permission to proceed. This is a terrible, terrible idea. Looks like we're onto something here. I didn't know Vertigo, but already I'm feeling sorry for the guy. Nobody should have to be put through those genetic manipulations. Okay, unlocking the doors in this sector. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to backtrack up here, because that might be a med bay, unless there's one close to us. So it might be worth cloaking and checking, or just checking without cloaking. I don't know. This looks like moving forward into the next area. Yeah, so let's check over here. We're basically looking for another med bay, and he said unlocking doors in this sector. Could that be the med bay? Okay, here's healing. Let's go ahead and kill some Zerglings. This is good. Let's go ahead and use all 3 of these. Okay, played that a little dangerous. Okay, heal me up. Good. I feel much safer. Feel much safer now. What I really want to do is backtrack to this door, because I don't know if it was locked in the first place. That's kind of the danger of not checking. I sort of rolled the dice, and the danger. Yeah, what I mean by danger is really just how much are you going to have to backtrack? How much are we risking by backtracking? That door might still be locked. There's still a door in the med bay, back in the first med bay, that might lead to something else that we're probably going to have to backtrack to. Or possibly, we're going to have to... there's like a back entrance where at the end we're going to have to escape or something, and we're going to have to go out that way. I don't know. Anyway, we're back to this door. And again, if we have to end up backtracking like a lot, I'll start cutting out chunks of, 30 seconds to a minute to 2 minutes, however long. God damn it. Okay, we're back. Just talking about cutting out empty wandering footage. There we go. There's number 1. Well, I'm making a mental note that I have to do that. I'm always paranoid that one of these days I'm going to forget to cut out a long period of silence of me just walking somewhere. Or like me talking to my wife while I'm walking. So something like that. I'm going to forget to do it one day. According to some of the data I've picked up, this section coming up used to be a hostile environment test center. The test subjects were put in here and exposed to all sorts of lethal chemicals and toxins to build up their immunity to them. So in order to avoid exposure, we're going to have to want to load up into these modified Goliaths and SCV for the time being. The door won't open until we do. Ah, okay. Bring a unit next to one of the mechanical suits and load up. Unload by walking onto the white beacon near the loading areas. Okay, so we're probably have to come in, unlock a door, come back, unload, and then backtrack. All right, Shepard, you seem incompetent. You're going in the SCV. We're gonna put our two real heroes in the Goliaths. Terran Goliath, Terran Goliath. Why is one of these white? Oh, it's because it's the two different. I don't see why he couldn't have just replicated and modified a normal Goliath stats and had them both be the same. I don't know. Maybe just to distinguish them on the command card or something. Anyway, these are like super good Goliaths. Be careful, SCV. We have some minerals, but no gas, so we can't actually repair these, can we? We can't. Oh, okay. So it just costs minerals. Is that something that you can modify in the editor? In the vanilla editor, there's no MPQ modding here, and I thought it would cost gas to repair Goliaths. But apparently not. All right, that's pretty neat. All right, good work, Shepard. We didn't just wander into a group of enemies like a clown. Okay, let's come on up here. We want our Goliaths engaging together. Man, these are really good. These are very good. We might as well use this money. We're not going to use it on anything else. All right, again, Shepard's in the SCV. All right, get attacking here. Let's come on up here and just start repairing. So we're going to want to do it anyway. Good work. Good work, friends. All right, so I guess let's keep kind of pushing through this while we repair. I don't see a reason to elongate this longer by just... Elongate this longer? You mean just elongate it? Just make it longer. Yeah, you just said it again. By just sitting and repairing, like I'm doing right now. All right, let's kind of leapfrog here so that we don't have too much sitting time. Get up there. Another Zerg Enhanced Hydralisk. So it's not a Hunter-Killer, it's just a renamed Hunter-Killer, just like these are renamed Alan Shezer Goliaths, or at least one of them is. Okay, on to the next one. I don't see any... Oh, missiles. There are missiles. I'm going to say, you can usually see on this tile set specifically, where you can see burrowed Zerg in the on the tile set. Okay, it feels like we're missing a lot against these traps. That's okay. Okay, that could have been much worse. This is where I might want to wait and repair this Goliath while we move forward and try to bait out anything and bring it to us. Maybe not. As long as the SCV is ordered to repair that one, he'll follow us. Okay, no other Zerg. Again, you usually can sort of pick them out just barely in this specific tile set, which is pretty cool. Just got to be really observant. It just looks like a mild distortion of the ground. All right, these turrets are everywhere. As long as we're not missing, because apparently that technically counts as the high ground. So as long as we're not missing, then we're fine. Okay, and I assume we're going to have to backtrack to get out of the Goliaths later. Or maybe not, I don't know. Maybe there's going to be another option to unload, and that was just like a safety beacon. I don't think I went a wrong way anywhere. There was no branching path. It's just this way. See, as long as both Goliaths hit, we can take out the missile turrets, but if we miss once, or unless there's a random damage modifier, which I know exists in StarCraft for certain things. where there can be like a variance of 1 or 2 damage, maybe more. I don't actually know, but there's some sort of system where there's damage variance. I remember Vorgaz, the creator of Rise of Devour's Children, telling me, this is the worst. Never force a player to have to walk upstairs when they're in mechs. Sort of like that ghost section in the last map, where you had to shimmy your way through those tiny little platforms. Ugh, it's the worst. And hopefully we don't have to, but we may have to end up backtracking here. SCV, just follow. I saw that turret. Probably another one. Shoot him. Okay. There might be 2 more. I bet there's 2 more in the back. I was wrong. Been wrong twice. You could probably start shooting these things without opening the door. Maybe not. Attack, please. Attack, please. All right, no problem. Okay, yeah, it's good we took this piecemeal. That could have been terrible. This is very dangerous right now, but we should be able to kill this before this Goliath goes down. I don't remember who's in which one, but... All right, back up here. Back up. Let the other Goliath take the heat. That was closer than I'd like. All right, let's just spend this money and get through this section. That room was probably the most challenging section of this so far. Let's go ahead and save. Definitely handled poorly. I think I was hitting stop, which issues an idle command, so people have informed me. It was actually since Legacy of the Confed, people were very helpful. Things about StarCraft 1 I never knew, but because stop issues an idle command, typically your units will literally stop and do nothing. They won't even attack. They'll just stand there while the idle command issues, and then they'll start attacking. Whereas if you use hold position, it's instant they'll start attacking. Okay, now we're out of minerals. Looks like another area we're going to have to shimmy down, but maybe what we can do is attack something from up here. No, we don't have vision on anything. All right, let's just spam it. Get down there. All right, good. We could use the SCV. It does some good damage. 120 HP with 2 armor. SCV not worthless in combat, so I think we might actually want to send him in there to do a little damage, if necessary. All right, here is probably where we're getting out. Okay, good. Good. Shepard, and then here's Craig. Craig was the one who was taking a lot of heat. Actually, no, that was Skillen. We just repaired him. All right, cool. That was a neat little section. I like that a lot. So there's still 2 doors way back at the beginning where maybe we're going to end up backtracking through them. I bet it's going to link up through one of them, and then we're going to be really close to the other locked door, which was somewhere over here. I don't know where it was. It was over here. Yeah, so maybe we're going to end up backtracking through one. Not backtracking, but it's going to loop around to it, and we're going to exit through the other side.
I'll take care of it.
I don't know. But so far, I've really enjoyed this level design. This is probably my favorite level so far, to be honest. The last mission was really cool too. There was a marked increase in quality starting with the last mission. Crag pretty worthless against these things, so let's just move him back. Those turrets do a lot of damage. Ha! He said doo-doo. All right, get in there. Probably one more. Hopefully not any more. Nope. There is a med bay here that I don't really need to use. Is it locked? It is. So we may end up going through some challenges that are going to cost some HP before getting to those beacons. This is a point where I probably want to try to get damage focused on one hero so we don't have to use all 3 healing beacons, if there are even 3 in there. Ooh, you're going to want to listen to this one. I found some of Vertigo's personal logs. CXRC personnel log entry number 1. They want me to do what? Ugh. I was told when I got this assignment that I'd be working closely developing a new weapon that required my psychic talents. To discover that they're doing genetic manipulations on these things, xenomorphs, whatever they call them. What they're asking me to do is play God. On top of that, they're preparing some new genetic treatment for me. I'm having serious second thoughts about all this. Not that I could back out now, even if I wanted to. This is very interesting. Vertigo, typically fairly stoic prior to this. Poor Vertigo. What did they do to you, buddy?
How can I be of service?
Yeah, sounds pretty shitty. Again, it was forced on him. And it's not that he's stoic, but he's very much all business. All right, now this door is unlocked. Let's see where this is going to take us. There was no other way to go, so there's probably a door up here.
Take care of it. Right
Let's go a couple more rooms. Yeah, so there's some like super Zerg in here, so let's clear these out and then heal. Let him attack Craig, because we can heal Craig. Well, we can heal anybody, but Craig was already lower on health, so we might as well focus again healing on him. Here's another log from Vertigo. And wow, you might want to sit down for this one. I'm sitting. CXRC personnel log entry number 9. Every day I spend in this lab is another day I lose part of my humanity. They keep giving me these injections that are supposed to help me communicate with these... Zerg is what the name of their species turns out to be. But every time they inject me, I start to feel more and more inhuman. I woke up this morning with what felt like a rash on my arms, but turns out to be my flesh hardening from manipulations. Ugh. It's like, That's gross. I'm sorry, Vertigo. Okay, let's check the next room real quick, and then I'll backtrack, and we might as well use those beacons. Yeah, see more Super Zerg, so this is where... This is good. Might as well stim him, too. Get in there, Craig. And then we'll just backtrack with him and heal. Coolio. And then we'll start leading with, probably Jack. All right, hop on the beacon here. Progress log entry number 52. Test subject 82 has been showing increasing mental and psychic aptitude. Our ghost was able to carry on a telepathic conversation with it for 5 minutes before test subjects relapsed into a mindless state again. Progress has not been exceptional with most all the test subjects. They seem unable to understand most of the commands the ghost has been giving them, and those that do understand are too intelligent to blindly follow the orders. This is a neat little insight, for sure. One of my colleagues thinks we should attempt to increase the frequency of the genetic manipulations in the ghost, but I think that if we make too many manipulations, we'll risk losing him to the xenomorphs. Please advise. Yeah, genius, you think? What sick bastards would do this to a guy like Vertigo? Alrighty. Let's check this out. I mean, Vertigo is already dead, but at the same time, he was... I mean, we didn't see him die. He basically was in the cave that we blew up with the Zerg. So maybe the Zerg were just sort of reclaiming him, because he may have just been infested this whole time, because he did abandon those people in the cave. So while he was definitely victimized by the Confederacy and got turned into Zerg, which is what I'm surmising now, it's possible that he just got totally fucked, again, by the Confederacy, but, you know, since the beginning of this campaign, he may have just been infested.
Right away.
CXRC personnel log entry number 12. Test subject 82 scares me. It looks at me with intelligent eyes and can understand almost every word I communicate to it. Today it talked back. I had to sever the connection. It seemed that the further I probed into its mind, the further it probed back. It's going to give me nightmares. I just wish I could finish this job and be done with it. Go do something more pleasant, like infiltrating Arcturus Menk's fortress or something. Anything but this. Alright, I might turn the in-game music back on. It seems like the looping music has stopped. Alright, so let's head through here. And again, I could go back and use the rest of those beacons, but at this point, we're a little too far gone. I don't want to have to backtrack again. Oh god, that was dirty. That was cool because these units only popped out after we were a certain distance into the room. I will go back and use one of those beacons. We're not far enough away that it's not worth it. We might as well just go back and use both. Craig's just a tiny... No, he's not, actually. Let's send Jack. Okay, might as well use these. Walk back. I'm mentally reminding myself, because I was thinking, should I make a cut here? Nah. Let's go and turn the music back on. But I'm mentally reminding myself I have to cut out that earlier part, because otherwise you're just going to watch me walking silently from one place to another. Okay. Beacon. And beacon. Don't walk over that one. Don't trigger them both. Okay, cool. I like how there's a tiny bit of a delay. I wonder if maybe that was put in there just to maybe give the player an opportunity to get their heroes off the beacons in case they didn't mean to put them there. There's still one beacon back at the beginning with a locked door back there, which presumably we will be getting to. It looks like we're going to be backtracking all through here. There's also the entire bottom part of the map, which is covered. We may get teleported there. There have been a lot of cave mechanics, like walk through this cave entrance, you get moved to another part of the map, so maybe that's something that will happen. Or it's just unused. Might just be unused, I don't know. Okay, but so far I have quite liked this map layout. It's pretty enjoyable. Again, probably my favorite map so far. Last map was good, but the second half of it just got very dry. Like, it didn't have to be as large as it was. It could have just been that first platform, which was really cool. Then it was mildly grasping at straws. Okay. Looking good. Get Craig in there to kill those Zerglings. His hero group is just so strong. Where is, Where's our lady friend? I don't remember her name again. It's been a while since I played this campaign. A while meaning a couple weeks. But I play so many campaigns with so many different characters, I get them all confused. I don't know why she's not on this mission, though. Did they mention last mission why she may not be here? I don't know. Okay, looking good. Yeah, and here's the loop around that I was expecting. Man, they really like going for Craig. He wasn't anywhere near that Hydralisk. There was a Marine shooting it in the face. He's like, no, we gotta get that fire bat. Poor Craig. He's the real hero of this story. Life of Craig. That's what I want this campaign to be. Jack Sherall seems, mediocre. Well, I mean, not as a combat unit. He's quite good, but I like Craig. He's sarcastic. He's very snippy. It's the perfect situation for that type of character. All right, let's head over to this beacon. Progress log entry number 60. General Richardson has been breathing down our neck, trying to find out what we're doing. After repeated explanations that our work is highly classified, he still won't give up. He's going to jeopardize our project if he continues to poke around here. Please assist. Who is this scientist messaging? General Richardson. He's the guy that Vertigo assassinated on the mission I led. Ah, maybe that was revenge? I don't know. Wait, wasn't Richardson... Oh, he was Confederacy, that's right. So he's anti-Dominion, that's why we killed him earlier. Let's check this out. CXRC personnel log entry number 25. I don't know what test subject 82 has in mind, but it scares me even more. Just yesterday it was acting like it was above me. I was its inferior. Then today it acted like it was completely and totally under my control. In some part it was like it was letting me control it. I think that 82 has its own agenda, but I'm not ready to share this information with the team yet. I wonder if they got an overlord or something. Maybe it was an overlord. They just keep talking about test subject 82 without really describing what test subject 82 was. I mean, I doubt it was a Cerebrit. I don't know how they would have gotten their hands on a Cerebrit, right? But who knows? I don't know why I came up here. Did not have to come up here. Just a waste of health. Okay. What you got for me? Door number 20-something at this point. Probably more. I don't know. We've probably been through about 20 doors.
What do you need?
Please, I'm not encouraging anybody to go back and actually count them. That would be... Don't do that. Don't waste your time.
Of course.
Okay, 2 doors. One of these might be a med bay. One of these is not a med bay, but we have to get to all of these logs. Hopefully I haven't missed one that we'd have to backtrack for. That would be a nightmare. Progress log entry 70. We have success. Test subject 82 is completely under the control of the ghost for a total of 10 minutes, obeying every command until the ghost lost his concentration. Other test subjects are also showing marked improvement, and the ghost has been able to communicate with them. As soon as we have more successes like test subject 82, we'll move on to the next phase of the experiment and attempt to control multiple xenomorphs at once. Which contradicts Vertigo's log, where he basically said it let me control it, which is very troubling. And this facility is abandoned. Well, this is after the Confederacy lost the war and all that, so I suppose that we don't know what really went down in this facility, if they just all evacuated or what. Craig, no! He's taking all the damage. That's why he's going to get access to the first healing beacon we come upon. In fact, it looks like we're getting pretty close to this one up here. This might all connect. It looks like it will, which means we can heal up Craig. What a treat. Craig deserves it. Craig, because you're worth it. Okay, we have multiple... Ooh, okay, well... Craig, again, lead the way. Once we get him... Okay, let's get him out of there. We'll send him to the next healing beacon. And again, try not to spread out damage too much. We want Craig taking the damage. Not anymore, we don't want him taking the damage. But then... Probably want to lead with Jack. Okay, can we open this from the backside? No, it's still locked. Gotta find another healing beacon here pretty soon. Craig, get back there. Let's go ahead and save. I really should be saving more frequently. No infested Terrans, though, means not really many gotcha moments. It's just, it would be silly of me to lose a hero and waste 10 to 15 minutes of progress because I'm not saving enough. Okay, let's go ahead and just stim up Jack. Let him take the damage again. If we find more healing beacons, we'll have him. Oh, God. We'll have, well, if we find 3 more healing beacons, probably just use... What are you doing, Jack Sherall? Okay. This hopefully will unlock all these doors. Unless this is already unlocked. That one's locked. There's not one over there. So this is probably... It's got to open something. CXRC personnel log entry 33. Some serious stuff is about to go down. Test subject 82 has been collaborating with subjects 42 and 12. I can hear it. They're going to try to break out. I can't take this anymore. I'm gone. Oh, hey, I can unlock the door down the hall to the first medical bay we encountered. I'll do that along with opening this other door. We can backtrack. What a treat. All right, so let's send Craig. He needs it. Not Craig, but Jack will be the next benefactor. But as long as Craig is healed, we just keep him in the front. So let's go ahead and I guess we can progress with these two while we wait. Though it might not be a good idea to move forward with just 2 heroes. I don't know. It seems fine. Okay. Let's wait. What have we done? More turrets. Those auto turrets do a ton of damage to us. I think they do more against small units. That's probably why. Whatever their damage type is, does more against small units. Or maybe it's just the same against all things, and they just do a shit ton of damage. I don't know. Okay, Craig. Oh, baby. What a relief. I wish every time there was just a little soundbite of just them being like, hey, thanks! Okay, well, we're pretty far into this map again. This could loop all the way down and around. I don't know. This doesn't strike me as a map we're gonna have to split, though. There really isn't any major backtracking. So everything I was talking about at the beginning of this map, well, was seemingly planned for, and again, sort of Metroidvania-esque, as much as you could do something like that in StarCraft 1, which is as really just get a beacon, open a door back that way, go to a beacon through that door, open a door back the other way. But this also, rather than getting items and making it really interesting, cool gameplay or anything, the difference here is that it's there's little lore tidbits. You know, it's about a character that we spent a lot of time with prior, which is really cool. Okay. Destroyed.
I'll take care of it.
And here's another beacon. Let's just leave with Shepard, that's fine.
Course.
Any Zerg?
I'll take care of it right away.
Any Zerg?
Of course.
Seems like
You
no.
got it.
Okay, Shepard.
I'm here.
Beacon. Craig, sit up here. Progress log entry number 85. We need immediate backup. Test subjects 42, 12, and 82 broke free during a controlled exercise and are slaughtering the scientists and guards. Send backup now. I don't know how much longer we're going to last. Well, we know what happened to them then. This is one guy who's not going to shed a tear, though. Okay. Well, they were all murdered.
What do you need?
Well, maybe not. I don't know. We don't really know the bottom line here, and there's still more to this map, so who
Of
knows?
course.
Okay, let's save.
Right away.
Maybe find a med bay up here.
Got it.
What was that? Best guess? Something that we should either blow to Kingdom Come or run from like hell. And the doors just locked us in, so that narrows our choices.
How can I be of service?
Bad news bears. Oh, God. Test subject
What do you need?
42.
I'm here. Right away.
Okay, well, first off, let's save. Second off, let's turn off the music. Does he not, I was gonna say, does he not attack us? Okay, he's invulnerable. And it seems like this stuff, interesting. Okay, attack him. Ah! Okay, well, this is the real one. Craig. Craig, run! Kite him! Okay, now he's invulnerable again. We have to do a certain amount of damage to these Zerglings, it seems like. How much health does it have? It has a lot of health. We might be totally fucked. I don't know. Stim? I don't know. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill this thing. It has so much health. And we have like none. Okay, well, Craig's dead. Craig Skillen has been killed. Okay, well, let's go ahead and load up. I don't know, because, I mean, we didn't go into it with full health. I'm trying to think, is there a way that we can bait that thing in to... I don't know.
You got it.
Okay, so he's invulnerable, he walks up to the corner. These Zerglings just run around, they do nothing.
What do you need?
Attack him? Okay, and then just randomly these Zerglings tend to spawn. Maybe the goal is to just kind of avoid him and kill all the No, all the Zerglings die. Nope, now there's more Zerglings. And the music stopped. I may have broken it.
What do you
I may have broken it. That is my concern. Maybe the goal is to kill all the Zerglings in a cycle?
How can I
I'm not sure, but I don't have an overlapped save. So I think...
right away?
Okay, now he's vulnerable. Might as well stim up. I mean, cloak isn't going to help. Gotta really spread out that damage. Get that damage spread out. All right, back up. Okay, well, there are no more Zerglings spawning. I don't know. I legitimately don't think we have enough HP to beat this. I've cycled all my heroes, and I've done nothing but lay damage on this thing. So I may end up using a cheat just to beat this boss. Because when you reload after a cheat's been applied, it removes the cheat. So I may do that. Also, again, the music has stopped, but... let's see if we can get this entered before he kills someone. We did it. I'm sorry, but I really just don't. I just don't know. All our units are just so terribly low. So once this is over, we'll just go ahead and throw down a save so that we can remove the cheat, basically. Yeah, I don't... Even if we came in at full health, not 100% sure. Were we supposed to try to run from it? Okay, we killed it. And that opens the door. I want double the pay for this. You and me both. Now, come on. The energy core should be just past that door. I have 4 charges to set, then we'll hightail it out of here. Okay, all our heroes are super low. We gotta check to see... We gotta check to see if there's some sort of healing, because... I'm really trying to just put into perspective what the expectation was for that fight. And if I missed something. The Zerglings running in a circle... I don't know, because they didn't attack us. They were just there. I don't know. Can someone who's played this fill me in? Because I blatantly just cheated, and I didn't want to have to, but that was certainly very interesting. Let's see if we can find a med bay. It's very needed right now. Come on. Med bay? No? Locked? Let's just turn on the custom music again. Until something happens that fires a trigger to start new music. It seems like if you save during the music, it's not going to restart when you come back. Which is typical, that makes sense. I just want to check to see where there are other doors, because if there's a med bay, we have to find it. We're very close to death. Oh, my heroes are actually invulnerable right now. I mean, they're marked as invulnerable. Even with the power overwhelming cheat, they don't typically turn invulnerable like that. So I wonder... Yeah, okay, so I think that is just like a safety trigger by the creator, just to make sure, like, no matter how low your health is, you might die after. Like, don't accidentally target your units and die. So what I'm going to do is save. I'm going to go ahead and load my save so that power overwhelming is no longer applied. That should be how that works. All right, Skillin, plant those charges, buddy. Charges set. Here, here, and here, and then we'll just have my other fellows meet up with you. And again, so being marked invulnerable here is not because I had the power overwhelming cheat on. That is part of this map as far as I can tell. Probably after defeating Test 42. But yeah, I am 99% certain I just didn't have enough HP to beat that thing. Maybe there was some mechanic with the Zerglings, I don't know. We're all clear, kids, now let's blow this thing and go home. Yoo-hoo! Sucker. Okay, there's more. Oh, it's the facility exploding. I'm like, what is someone breaking in? And that was it. Okay, interesting. Interesting map. Again, a large portion of it was unused. That boss fight, I'm really second-guessing myself now. I feel like there had to have been something with the Zerglings, but the boss went invulnerable when the Zerglings were out. And I thought maybe, like, oh, you kill a certain amount of Zerglings and it damages him, but I don't think there's any way you can legitimately do that in StarCraft 1. So I think... Yeah, I mean, and the Zerglings didn't attack. It just seemed like a weird filler section of the boss. And that boss might as well have just been an Ultralisk attacking you. The Zerglings... I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but please share with me. I understand I cheated. I don't care. I don't care. Sometimes you just gotta go with it. I could have spent hours trying to figure it out and make it work, but I'm happy with how this went for the most part. Very cool map. Boss fight seemed... I don't know. Hopefully someone out there can give me some clue on maybe if I was missing something. And if not, then, hey, I'm glad I used the cheat so we could finish the map. Hey, this has been Jayborino. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye now.